Okay, today in the class we will study what are the elements of drama. In the last class we understood the meaning of drama and what is literature, types of literature and why drama is important. So here in the today's class we will understand the elements of drama. So let's see what are the elements of dramas. See the visible picture that you have, okay? There was a great philosopher, politician, okay? We can say that a mobile walking university, elements of dramas. So his greatest work is, and his greatest contribution, I can say, to the world of literature is, that is that is poetics. Okay, so in the poetics he has divided and he has mentioned the elements of dramas. So what are the elements of dramas? That is plot, theme, characters, dialogues, musical rhythm and a spectacle. Drama, it doesn't only consist of dialogues. Along with the dialogues, we need character, we need a plot, okay? We need a theme. Along with that, we also need the music and the rhythm, okay? To make the things very effective. Here, Aristotle says that if a play has all these six elements, that is, a plot, a theme, character, dialogue, musical rhythm, and a spectacle, then it can be easily considered as a drama. Okay, so let's see each of the elements in the detailed way. So the first one is, that is, in poetics, Aristotle wrote that drama, specifically a tragedy according to him, has six elements, that is, plot, character, thought, diction, musical rhythm and spectacle. Let's see what is plot. See, plot is very sensible. In the colloquial language, we call it kathavastu. Kathavastu means what is the main plot of the story. Okay, that is what kathavastu is. Okay, plot refers to the storyline of the text. Means the movie is about what story. See, for example, we have many movies. Okay, I will take the word movie. Okay, we had the movie called Airlift. Okay, the movie talked about how the how the Indians were saved by the Arabian, Arab countries, and I don't want to take the name of some other people. Okay, so from them. And the second thing, we have the patriotic movies. We have like the movies of what is that? Pokhran, okay, which talks about Indian nuclear power. Okay, we had the movie called Mangal, Mission Mangal. Okay, it talked about our successive journey in the MOM, okay, Mars Orbitary Mission. Okay, there, and later we have tremendously interesting movies. Okay, so each of the movie has a story to tell. Okay, in the Mission Mangal, it talked about the story about their journey and their loss and profit and their whole preparation for their journey over orbitary sections of the space. Okay, and in Pokhran, they talked about the nuclear science and how the India was fighting for the nuclear energy. Okay, and the Bahubali. Okay, so here in the movie Bahubali, the plot was not that strong, but it talked about the morality. Okay, so here. That is what the plot means. And the text, what you have, that is the final solution. That is also a play, okay? And there, the story talked about the harmony, religious harmony, okay? Communal harmony, and one soul for the one nation. So that is what the plot means. So that always the plot tells about the storyline. It talks about the story. See, each of the movies, each of the novels, each of the plays has its own story. So each of the novel, some novels have some patriotic stories, some plays have some love stories, some plays have some romantic stories, some plays have some verse story. So this plot talks about such kind of a story. So it is thoroughly about storyline. The plot is the sequence of events in the story or drama. So one by one, organizedly, chronologically, the story takes place in the place. Okay, if not so, the writer or the playwright or it makes his character to recall all his past history. For example, we have a character called Hardika or Daksha in the play Final Solution. Okay, so initially in the beginning of the play, we don't understand what exactly Daksha or Hardika says, and we never sense that Daksha and Hardika are the same characters. Okay, when the pages were went and rolled down, when we adapted towards the story, we got to understand that she is calling her past back, okay, and she is sensing her past memories, and she is talking about her past memories, and through her past insisting things, we can connect the link to the present situations. Okay, so it tells about the stories in the sequence zone. There are several elements that are common to all plots. Okay, for example, the plots about it may be the rhythmic plots, it may be about the patriotic plot. There are some common elements to some plots. The introduction or the exposition is the beginning of the story where the characters and the conflicts are introduced. Okay, rising actions refers to the events that occur in the story to advance the conflict and bring the conflict a crucial point. Rising actions, okay, there are some rising actions in the plot, okay, that refers to the events that occur in the story, okay, means what are the reason for this rising actions, and after the rising actions, the story takes advancement and the conflict and the bring and there is the conclusion for the conflict. So this is all what the plot insists. And there is a climax in the plot. Okay, all the kathavastu or all the storylines have a certain climax. So the climax is the high point of the story where the characters face decisions or events that will resolve the conflict in one way or another. See, each of the climax means end. Okay, so at the end, there will be a conclusion, there is a decision which are taken by the characters. So that is what climax means. And the following actions refers to the solving of problems and wrapping up the story. The conclusion is the final resolution, either good or bad, of the conflict and end of the story. Here, the next element of the drama is character. So, what does the character mean? Characters are what makes the story. See, characters means the writer takes some, it may be the animal, it could be the person, it could be the nature, whatever it is, okay? He keeps someone to to narrate his story, and the writer makes the character to talk in the play or in any of the written works. See, characters are what make stories. Without a character, there is no story to tell. Only a lot of scenery, many characters in literature, television series, and movies have a huge impact on people. Some people like to live their lives through these actors, okay, or characters, okay, who appear to have more exciting lives. See, earlier there were many movies, okay, who were moral movies, okay, we can say. Though those were producing some moral characters, and many people would like to have the same character in their lives. For example, in Kannada, we have a movie called Bangarada Manusha. In the movie, in the whole movie, it is telling the value of the importance of farm, okay, and the field work and the importance of farmers. Many of there were two professors in my college. They had resigned to their posts, okay, and they went back to their farm field, and they are today a great farmers of India. So here there were some movies who ideally, they. Influence many of the people. So there the protagonist character in the movie, that is in the Bangara the Manusha, it literally influenced our professors, and today they are the great farmers. So in the same way, there are many characters. It may be in the novel, it may be in the play, it may be in the movie. They influence the reader, the viewer, okay, the writer, and they always wish to be like the same character. Okay, See, also, these characters may seem so real and inspirational that people forget that they are fictional. Okay, see the character of Bahubali, the character of Katappa. Actually, they are fictional. Okay, but these small children they are indulged into the character so greatly that they forget that those characters are fictional. Okay, characters become so important to the audience that cities across the country hold conventions in which people pay a lot of money okay, to dress and act as their favorite actors from multiple types of shows, particularly of comic magazine genres type of literature. Okay, so a character is a person, an animal, or being creature, or a thing in a story. Writers use characters to perform the actions and speak dialogue, moving to the story along a plot line. A story can have only one character or a protagonist and still be a complete story. This character conflict may be an inner one within him or herself, or conflict with something natural, such as climbing a mountain, etc. Most stories have multiple characters interacting with one of them as antagonist, causing conflict for the protagonist. Here we have the types of characters. Protagonist means the hero of the play or the novel or whatever it is. So that is what protagonist, the main character in a novel, play or a film. Antagonist means opposite of him, okay, or her. That is antagonist means villain, what we can say. A character who stands in oppositions to the progress and of the main character, sometimes a villain. Symbolic, a character who represents an abstract idea which is related to the themes of the novel or a play. Okay, foil is a character whose traits contrast with that of the main character, usually to the positively highlight to those traits. Okay, usually foil sometimes it is played as antagonist or the villain. Confident, okay, the character who the main character confides in and trust. Okay, so this is a trustworthy character. So there are some three another more elements are there. So in the next session, I do discuss with you about the elements of the remaining elements of the drama. Thank you for viewing.